Hey guys, this is Harshit Wadiparthi, and this video is actually going to be a 45 to 1 hour long video where we'll be going hands-on and building a web app completely as a beginner. All right, so to be really honest, I am a complete non-coder. I couldn't code just 3 months ago, but now I can build full-fledged AI applications, and you can actually check this on my LinkedIn as well. You can verify this on my Twitter as well, because I've actually built my own AI dashboard, and I've actually exited that startup in December 2023. But now I'm gonna really go build a web app right now, hands-on with you guys as a complete non-coder. And the problem that I have with most of these developers is that, of course, they use V0.dev, they use Cursor, and we're actually going to use the same applications as well. But everyone who uses that applications, they always say that you have to have some kind of prerequisites, you have to know how to code, or you need to have this developer mindset, and I call that bullshit. You don't need any of that. Trust me, we're gonna go hands-on right now, do everything right now itself. Even as a complete beginner, you can still code. And the reason I'm saying this is because when I was a non-coder, when I was a non-developer, I didn't know what Next.js was, I didn't know what VS Code was, I had no idea what any of this was, like what node modules was anything, right? I used to get so intimidated by these developers, and sometimes when you have to like pay them money to build, if you have an idea, like if you're a business guy and you have to pay them money, they're going to charge you a lot more. And because they'll just try to intimidate you, saying, hey, we're going to do this, we'll have to do this, for this these are the charges. But I'd say you don't need any of that right now. You can literally build it yourself, and I think it's important. Okay, so you have to listen to what I'm trying to say here, because you need to get into that mindset that if you have an idea, you can build it. I am not even kidding. You can build it by yourself. You don't even have to hire anybody. And once your idea actually works out, it gets some traction, that's when you can actually start, maybe hire an intern or a developer, or I guess, until the time we actually get to that point, you can actually build AI agents. So I'm just super big on this, that you can really use AI to build your entire applications. All right, so you have to listen to me here. All right, so now let's just understand VS Code and Cursor. And if you're actually watching my video, that means you already know, you kind of know what VS Code is and what Cursor is. But if you're a complete beginner, let's just go start. Let's go into Google Chrome, and then let's start. Let's just search. All right, so now we're just gonna search V0.dev. All right. Yes, so I already have this on my bookmark. So this is V0.dev. V0 is actually by a company called Vercel. So Vercel also owns this framework called Next.js, and also has I think someone from their team actually has built Shad.cn UI. I think that is the slickest UI design, right? This is like the slickest UI design. So what V0 has really done well is that, just give me a second, my Zoom is acting weird. Anyways, let me just see what's happening. Okay, yeah, my Zoom was acting weird. Anyways, so okay, let me just clear my chats there. So okay. So V0.dev is basically a large language model as well, and the reason why people use this, like developer use this, is because it's trained on Next.js, and because Vercel already owns Next.js, it updates V0 with the latest frameworks, with all the latest updates. And also now Next.js 14 just launched, so it updates everything with V0, and then all the UI is going to be based on Shad.cn UI. So if you're a complete beginner, you don't have to stress anything about any of this, right? Just go with the flow. Anytime you have a question, just prompt. Yes, it's gonna be it's tiresome to prompt. Sometimes LLMs don't understand exactly what you're saying, but it takes patience. Sometimes just to fix a button for me, it took like 2 days. It took literally 2 days just to fix the button to get exactly what I want to. I mean, if you have a developer, they can just go into the code and they can do it, yes. But the power here is that a complete non-developer is still able to bring the kind of outcome that a top-tier developer can. So that's the power here. It's not about just comparing a developer saying, hey, I'm a developer, so I can just do it quicker. It's not about speed, it's about outcome. And outcome by someone who has no idea how to code, that is a game changer. So that's why I think every developer who says, I can code, if you're a beginner, you can't, fuck you guys. Literally fuck you guys if you say that, all right? It just takes patience. You sit down, you prompt, you can do it. And I'm a living proof that I can do it. It's just, it's so frustrating that I see so many people on the internet, on YouTube saying, you need all these frameworks, you need this mindset and all of that. Nothing. I don't have any kind of mindset, nothing. I just sit, I prompt, I make it happen. That's it. Right? It's just simple, man. You don't have to have all those complicated shit in your mind. Just go simple. You can do the shit. All right. Just believe that you can, and you definitely will be able to pull this off. All right. Now let's just look at Cursor. All right. So what is Cursor? So basically, there's this thing called VS Code. Right? So this is basically, I think you might have seen it in some of the videos, and I mean, if you're a developer or someone already watching, you already know what VS Code is. VS Code is basically where you can edit your files, you can basically compile those files, and you can run those files. That's just what VS Code is, and it's actually owned by Microsoft, and they're doing a shitty job at everything right now because they have AI, man. They're building Copilot. I don't know what's taking them so long to integrate it, so just leave it. Let's just go to Cursor, right? So Cursor, so right now I've just actually downloaded this for free, but there's pricing also. But honestly, I mean, I just create a new Google account every time I run out of credits. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, I think they've raised around $50 million, so not paying them $20 wouldn't make a lot of sense. And also don't share this to anyone, right? Just keep this a secret, all right? We don't want them to know this, all right? Cursor, let's just look into Cursor fundraise. Cursor AI funding round. How much have they raised? They raised $60 million. There's $60 million, so I don't think I'll be paying them $20. I'll just create a new Google account, how many ever times, and I'll just be using their platform for free until they make it just paid itself. All right. So now that I've actually downloaded Cursor, as you can see, I already have Cursor. I'll just open Cursor as well. So now I don't have any file, so let me just have it like this. Let's not touch anything right now. So let's just go into VS Code, and now let's get to the point of what is it that I want to build. And for this, there is a small story I would want you to listen. Do not fucking skip, all right? I'm going to smash your fucking head if you do that, all right? I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'm sounding too cocky. I don't know why. It's a lot of energy that I have right now. But listen, all right? Listen to me. The reason and what exactly is it that I want to build is that I want to build a dashboard which is like a creator dashboard. So you guys might have heard of school, right? You guys might have heard of school. All right, I think this is one classroom that I've been following, Wi-Fi Life. I think this guy, I think he's been doing some good work on YouTube, and he's got like 158 members. See, you can look at this thing, right? You can look at this whole dashboard. So I used to pay $100 for this. I actually had my own school community, but it never really took off. But because, I mean, you can see my YouTube itself has less than 1K subscribers. Like, who the fuck's gonna join my school community? But that's the goal. I want to make this a gated community where people would actually have to pay to get in-depth courses and in-depth courses, AI training tutorials, and all these zip files that I'll be sharing, all these one-on-one sessions that I'll actually be doing inside my own community. Because I see what's happening right now is I don't want to have platform risk. I don't want to, have school. I don't have to be on school. I don't want to be on Discord. I don't want to be on Slack. I don't want to be on Kajabi, whatever it is. I don't want to be on any of that. I want to have my own dashboard. And the best part is I actually own Harshit.io. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate this app to actually app.harshit.io. I mean, currently we don't have it. We don't have any of it yet. But we're going to build this. When we're going to build app.harshit.io. So I'll actually be doing a complete revamp of my website as well. So it's basically like I'm building my own community where I'll be adding a ton of value in my own application, and I'll be charging $49 a month for that. All right, so that's my goal. And the reason I actually want to do this is because you might have seen a lot of people building SaaS applications, and trust me, building SaaS applications is great. But the biggest problem is right now anyone can build SaaS applications. And the thing is, if you don't have distribution, no one's going to use your SaaS application. I know there are indie hackers, but I've tried so many projects. It's just not working, man, because any idea that you have, there's already someone actually just building it. They have more followers on Twitter, they've got more subscribers on YouTube, and they're actually able to get more users to their platform. And that's the problem that I'm having right now. It's just that I can build amazing platforms. I have this eye for design as well, but no one's using my my SaaS application, so it's always failing. So instead, I'm actually working on another project as well, also working with another YC funded company called JustPaid. I'm working with them. I'm also trying a small side hustle as well, just keeping keeping it a little low and all of that. But what if that SaaS also fails, right? There are high chances that it can fail again. So that's why I want to have a backup where I build distribution, I build a strong community on my YouTube channel by giving these kind of value add videos where I'll be sharing all tutorial videos with you, and then I'll be funneling those people into my dashboard, like the web app dashboard, and those people can actually pay $49 a month to get more exclusive content, to get one-on-one sessions as well, right? And then maybe I can do like consulting calls as well. That's a whole different thing. But yes, that's my idea. That's what I want to build. And the reason I'm telling you all of this story is because in your head, you have to know what you have to build. The thing is, if you don't know what you have to build, you can't build it, right? Just mentally, you don't need all those sketching tools, pen and paper, you don't need any of that, man. Just keep it simple. Just use as less tools as possible and just get that big outcome. All right, just simple. Just close your eyes, think what you want to build, then look into all the other designs. So right now that's what we've done. I've looked into this, actually like this, this community, classroom, calendar, members, leaderboard, and about. So this is something that we can clone, right? Simple. So, but then I don't want it on the top, I want it on the left. So that's my design, that's what I want in my head. So I just have it in my head, all right? So now look how I'm going to prompt VS Code, right? And the thing with VS Code is you need a premium. If you don't have a premium, you get like 5, I guess you get like max 3 to 4 chats, and the cloning is shit. They're forcing you to go premium. They're literally forcing you to go premium. If you're not premium, they're going to give you shit results. Creating like new Gmail accounts is not going to work, right? They're literally going to give you shit results. So you have to pay for VS Code. For now, I think that's it. If you got Claude, that's okay sometimes for debugging, but again, Cursor itself also has Claude Sonnet 3.5 new. So all you need is just VS Code and just download this for free. Alright, and also subscribe to my channel, because you have to subscribe, because I'll be adding like really value add content. Alright, So now that we have mentally, we know what we want to do, we just go ahead and say, create a dashboard layout using Shad CNUI. You don't have to mention Shad CNUI, it already does, but I like doing it using Shad CNUI. And then simply to specify, have a left sidebar, then header strip. So these words are very important, like left sidebar, header strip. So all of these words I know because, you know, I've built so many SaaS applications, all of those failed. The thing is, the knowledge that I gained is never going to go waste. Worst case scenario, I'm just going to sell my knowledge. I'm just going to, you know, do some coaching or courses. Maybe, I just do that because whatever I learned is valuable, right? What I've learned is valuable for someone who's a complete beginner. I can just, you know, they don't have to go through all the mistakes that I've done. They can just skip all the steps. Trust me, and if we do a consulting call, I can make you an AI expert in just 4 weeks. It's a big thing to say, but yes, I can literally take you from complete non-coder to build a full stack applications in just 4 weeks. That's the kind of, you know, knowledge that I have. That's the kind of things that we're going to do here. All right, so let's go ahead. Have a left sidebar, then a header strip, okay, and in the left sidebar have these buttons. So I'm just going to mention the buttons as well. The buttons are going to be simple: community, classroom, calendar, leaderboard, about. All right, so I'm just going to make them into kind of like bullet points because so that it understands, right? These are all like simple prompting things you got to know. So that's it. I'm just going to keep the prompt simple. So just have your simple prompt. The thing is, I could have actually cloned this as well. I can simply like clone this. There's a reason I didn't do that because the whole layout is different, and if it fucks up the layout in the first thing itself, your whole code, it's going to take you have to do it again, right? So the first step, the layout is the most important. If you nail the layout properly, then all of that, you know, is just going to fall in place. It's all, Cursor can do all of it. All right, so that's a simple prompt. Let's just enter and see what it says. All right. So as you can see, the right side thing is actually like the way Claude Sonnet has artifacts. So this is basically what it is. It's artifacts. And if you can see subtly, even V0 is built on ShadCN. All these buttons, you know, if you can see all of these, all of this is actually built on ShadCN itself. So they're basically using ShadCN to build their own application, right? It's not able to show us visually, but we actually have the code. All right, that's the thing. It's not able to show us visually, but we actually have the code for this. All right. So what this does is it just gives a basic code. It's the first basic code that we have. Now our job is to go ahead and modularize this. But the problem is, I need to see it visually. It just says something went wrong. Let's just say I can't see anything in the artifact. Can you first make it more visual for me so that I can see exactly the kind of dashboard layout you have built? All right. All right, so the first step itself, it fucked up. So we need a proper visual layout. Only then I can really see what's going on, right? I need a proper visual thing here. So as you can see, all these things like import button from component. So what happens is, in your file, you basically have to go and say, what was this again? Button, right? So if you just go down to button, where is button? Yeah, that's button. So what you have to do is just, you just have to yarn, copy this and just run it on your folder, and then it just gives you exactly where it is. I'm going to show you that as well. All right, it just can't show this again as well. Let's just try to fix with V0 and see what the issue is. Man, I'm telling you, every time I do it, I can see it. It's the first time it's not happening. It always happens when I'm on camera. It always fails. Let's just see. But I think it's a good thing. If the same thing happens to you, you know how to fix this. All right. The first step is, whatever you do, just try to make it visual. Just see how it is. Just try to see the visual thing here. All right. Bad. This is bad. It's not giving us a good output. Let's just see the code first. It's still bad. So then what I'm going to do is just go to complete new chat and then just say, keep it super simple. I just want a visual thing, okay? No need to go full on the design. All I need is a wireframe. All right, now that we've used the word wireframe, maybe it understands. All I need is a simple wireframe. And the reason I need a simple wireframe is that what I'm going to do now is that I'm just going to take this code. First, we have to create a new folder. That'll be like a Next.js folder, and then copy this code in that, and then we run the application, and then first we see it visually. All right. Oh, now it works. See, now it works. Now we can actually see this visually. Maybe the keyword that was missing was wireframe. All right, maybe it was just wireframe. See, the buttons don't work. Nothing works. It's okay. I don't want any of it to work. All I needed was, that's it. Left sidebar, header, and then the main content area. That's it. All right, so now that we've got the TSX file, let's just download this first. I don't know where it goes. Let's just bring it to this. I don't know what that is. Let's just delete that. Okay, so now that we've got the file, we just can't simply drag and drop this file, right? That's not how we can do it. So now let's just create a new chat. All right, every time after you're done, just create a new chat, because the V0.dev hallucinates a lot. So I don't want to deal with all the hallucinations. So we just go to new file and now type in I am working. Let me just working on a Next.js application. I have no idea how to create it. What should I do? Should I create a folder and run something? So I know what to run. So it's actually something called like npx and then Next.js thing, but I forget what it is. You don't have to remember it. You can always just prompt. So I'm just going to say, you gotta help me with that npx thing. Okay. Now let's see what it gives. So this is not code or anything. It's just going to give us how to start off the Next.js application. All right. Yes. So it's just simple. All we need is this. All right. All we need is npx create next app at latest. All we need is this. But where do we put it? Right. Where do we put it? So what we're going to do now is just we create a new folder, and then I'm going to say what do I call it? Harshit dashboard. Yes, it's my dashboard, right? I'm building my own creator dashboard, so I'm just going to call it that. And now I can simply drag this in. And if you click this is where the AI chat is. All right, so this is where the AI chat is. You can also select different models. I think 3.5 Sonnet, the new one, is amazing. GPT-4o is shit. GPT-4o mini doesn't work. O1 mini and O1 Pro that always has a waiting time. So let's just stick to 3.5 and 3.5 Sonnet. Why would you want to go to 3.5 Sonnet when you have the latest one, right? So simple. Stick the latest one, have this open, and now we're actually in the folder. So we have the folder here. Now what we're going to do is just go here, go to terminal, and just say this. That's it. And yeah, why? Yes. Why? Might just proceed. Okay, so I think it's going to create a new app inside the folder. I think I forgot this, but anyways, yes, whatever it is. I think the other one is no, I guess. Maybe let's look into this. This wasn't there. I forgot what this is. Is this there? A true... Okay, I think this is the old one. Let's see. Can you tell me again what to do for these? That's exactly what you do. You don't know what it is. Go back to the LLM, go back to V0, go back to ChatGPT, ask, prompt. That's it. Alright, so where were we stuck? We were stuck at this is what I don't understand. Like when it's actually still writing, I'm not able to scroll. It always glitches. So I hope they fix that. Where were we stuck? We were stuck in Turbo Pack. Where is Turbo Pack? Turbo Pack is no. Alright, default it's no. Let us enter. Import alias. See, it didn't give import alias. See, that's what I hate about V0. It only gives you what you ask. It doesn't have this future forward thinking. Yeah, I have to ask this again. It was just this. What about this? This is irritating, man. I mean, it could have just given us the whole thing in just one shot. But this is what you have to put up with. It's irritating, but you need to have patience. You just need to have patience. Choose no. Recommended for most users. That just shows no. Yeah, that's it. I think it's okay. So what it did was the actual app is inside this folder, so that's going to be our main folder. So what I'm going to do now is just use this as the main folder, just delete this, and maybe just rename my app. Alright. So let it first download, and I hope you're understanding what I'm trying to do. I hope you're kind of liking my whole style and all of this, and what I'm trying to build here, because SaaS applications are great, man, but I guess without users, without distribution, without funding, without staying in Silicon Valley, without raising from A16Z or any of the big investors, nothing's gonna happen. So I think that's what we gotta do, right? We have to create our own distribution channel, which is going to be YouTube for me now. And my goal in 2025 is to make $50,000. Sorry, $20,000. I mean, okay, I just said 50, so I think let's just stick to 50. $50,000 by myself as a complete one-person business owner. That means completely from my own dashboard, from my own consulting, right, by myself. Okay, that's what I want to do. Not working for anybody, just not working for anybody, just by myself. Alright, so now this is the app. If we just go into this folder, what we can do is just copy this. We can just delete this now. No longer needed. And we can just rename this as Harshit Dashboard. That's it. Alright, now that's it, we're in. we're in Harsha dashboard. Let's just delete this. All right. Now, to make it work, it's just a yarn figure. You just got to do yarn build. And if you're a beginner, you don't know what yarn is, it's fine, man. You just have to Google it. So, and the thing is, if you're doing it for the first time, you wouldn't be having yarn installed. So you have to install yarn, you have to install all of those. Then I'm just going to yarn start, and in localhost 3000, our basic template Next.js is running, right? So, but this is not a dashboard, right? This is not a dashboard. And trust me, I mean, I'm just like, it's crazy that I am explaining how to build a Next.js application. Because 3 months ago, I had no idea what Next.js even was, all right? So now what we're gonna do is, now this is our dashboard, right? So this is our TSX files, but we want it in this, right? So what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna open it, I'm just gonna place it anywhere, right? I'm just gonna place it anywhere. I just place it here, all right? It's actually a wrong place to place it to. It's just not, it's not where it's supposed to be, because even if we do yarn build, it's not gonna show up. It's not gonna work, all right? None of this is gonna work. So now what we do is, we just go onto the chat. The reason why everyone's using Cursor is because Cursor, when you do command enter, it has access to your entire files. So it looks into the entire files and then properly creates all of this. And all these red lines is because these buttons are not installed in our applications. So Lucid React is not installed. All of these are not installed in applications. It's fine. So now I've just placed it. It's just you know, just to get started, just to have a cursor, have access to the dashboard. I just placed it. Now see what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is, hey, I am a complete non-coder. What I want to do now is that I want to make okay, we're gonna do here, we're actually gonna do add dashboard. So you can basically tag the file, add dashboard.tsx to be our actual web app. The thing is, I've just placed it. So I've just placed it. Okay, wait, now that I'm thinking of this, we actually have to focus on the folder structure. So this is actually the wrong step. So first, we have to focus on the folder structure. Now that I think of it, we need a folder structure. You know what? So what we're going to do is, let's just put our dashboard here again. And now we're going to need a folder structure. So the folder structure, I could have gotten this from a Cursor itself, but Cursor isn't that great to give you a proper Next.js folder structure. If you want a Next.js folder structure, just go back to VS Code and say, all right, I have just created my app. I'm just going to call it my app, and then did the npx install Next.js thing. And I have a basic Next.js template running on my local host. But what I want to do now is that I want to make the dashboard.tsx. Man, my nose, I don't know what happens. Always itching. Anyways, I want to make dashboard.tsx the actual web app, and it should show up in the localhost 3000. Excuse me. All right, localhost 3000. Okay, So what I want you to do now is that you should give me a proper folder structure for this. Okay, first we need a folder structure, right? First we need a folder structure for this. But now the way we prompt it is that you gotta keep in mind that this has to be a proper scalable application. So I need feature based. You gotta remember this. It's feature based folder structure, and I know this because I've tried so many and failed. So I know what this feature based folder structure is. So this is the best way to build, right? So I'm just gonna reiterate again. Basically, a feature based folder structure is where in app the folders are there. Man, it's like shit English, but it just understands better. I'm just prompting it in the most basic way. All right, there. And also inside the components folder, the other folders are there. It just sounds funny, but it's just better to prompt as basic as possible. And then just to say this again, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so for a scalable dashboard, give me the folder structure. No need to give me files inside it. Just the folder structure is enough. That's it. So now it's going to understand this dashboard and then just understand my prompt and then just give me the proper folder structure. Okay. All right, so let's just look into this. No, this is not the kind of folder structure that I need. This is literally not the kind of folder structure. Has layout and then features. Nope, this is not the one. I mean, just to give you an example of what's the best kind of folder structure is, let me just open file, new window. I'm just going to open a previous thing that I built. It's called Shad. Just name it Shad. So if you look into the apps here, right? So it has applications, a calendar, different things here, and then inside components, it has these again, right? It has these again, and in the first one it was just page.tsx. So maybe what was missing in my prompt was page.tsx. All right. Let's just give it an example as well. For example, in the app dash folder, it's okay. Let's just say app.folder1. It would have page.tsx. And again, inside app/components /folder1, it would have the actual tsx file. So this is the kind of folder structure I need. And trust me, having a proper folder structure is so important because you'll be building your whole folder structure and then sometimes it just doesn't work out again, right? So you have to redo the whole thing. So you have to nail your folder structure down first. All right, that's the most important thing here. Perfect. It just nailed it. It is perfect, man. See, this is what we need. All right, so if you just look into this again, let me just show you. In dashboard, there's layout loading. Okay, it has like a loading thing. Error.ts. Okay, like what happens when there's an error. These are like extra things. That is fine. That is fine. Okay, it's I'm just trying to think again. So I don't even think, I don't know why we need dashboard here. We don't really need the dashboard folder as well. So instead, it can just be app and then community, then page, classroom, page, calendar, page, member, page, leader, page, about, page. APIs, this is all for backend, null and void this. Don't stress, all right, don't stress. Guys, if this is getting complicated, it's not complicated. Trust me, it's not. I was able to do it as a non-coder. All you need is grit and determination, man. That's it. So UI is basically, we can just download this using the yarn thing. That's all right. This is super easy. Okay, if you think again, it's dashboard. Oh, all right, I got cut off because my camera's internal temperature was increasing. Anyways, let's just get back. Let's think again. So it's dashboard and the files and dashboard and page. I don't understand why the whole dashboard folder is there, because if you look at the proper working one again, we just have app, applications, calendar, components, and components again we have applications, calendar, dashboard. All right. Okay. So let me just think again. So what we're gonna have here, I think there's a lot of thinking process here, and now we're just gonna ask a follow-up question. I don't think we even need dashboard folder. All right, redo the folder structure. And I'm stressing on this is because, guys, folder structure is the most important thing if you're a complete non-coder building this, because without a folder structure you wouldn't know how to go about any of this. All right. Okay. I think we're getting closer to what we want here. All right. So the dashboard has sidebar, header, main content. Got it. So the same way, even outside, do we have the same? Okay. There's community, classroom, calendar, members, leaderboards, about. So basically, if you're looking at these, it's community. That means okay, wait, the zoom thing is rotating. All right, yeah, this community, classroom, calendar. Right. So what happens when this button is clicked, so right, that is sorted now, but what we need is the whole layout. So what kind of folder would we be having if it's the whole layout itself? All right, so for that we have the layout.tsx and also page.tsx. all right, so this is the app and then page.tsx. all right, so this is the main dashboard component. Okay. These all, I think we just got. It's easy. Let's just look again. About, leader. Okay, this is done. Okay, now let's again think about this. All right, so okay, I see that in the components we have this. All right, but in the app folder I don't seem to find like the layout thing for the whole. Okay, I think this is good. I think we've got the folder structure. Let's just double check and try to get another folder structure. But let's see the whole dashboard layout. Where would that go? Okay. Also, if you could have actually just forked it. I mean, so basically what happens is you could have just basically forked it and just built it, but this is actually a better way if you're building a scalable application. All right. So now if you can see it highlights and then clearly says this. Okay, app. Okay, now I got it. So as you can see, this page.tsx is for the community. This page.tsx is for classroom. This page is for calendar and so on. The same way, this page is for the entire app. So the dashboard home content. Perfect, we've nailed this, man. We've nailed this. And the G. Okay, dashboard, sidebar, header, blah, blah, blah. Easy peasy. Okay. This is good. So, but I'm just thinking, what if we bring dashboard again for more clarity, right? Because we have a dashboard here with all of these, but here we don't have a dashboard. Okay, let's just pop this again. Okay, understood. This is great. But as we have dashboard folder in the components, can we have the same in the app as well? Meaning for the main home content. Let's see if we can. Look at this consistent structure between components and app directory specifically for the dashboard. So let's adjust. The thing is, it just doesn't know until we prompt this, and the problem here again is you wouldn't know what to know if you've never built, right? So I think you just build, you just keep building applications and then you kind of get how to do this, but I think it's easy. All right, so now redirects to the dashboard. Okay, and then now you see it's proper, right? It's dashboard, page.tsx, loading.tsx, error.tsx. The thing is, it just adds extra. I never asked for extras, but anyways, it gave it. All right. So you understand, right? It's basically like loading page, and then it is like the error page. All right. So now this is perfect. All right, that's perfect. All we have to do now is just copy this, and let's just go back to Cursor, and then now say I have a folder structure in mind for my application. Now, can you properly help me do this? Like create this. So this is like the first prompt itself, but we can actually just go ahead. You don't have to just go create all of these files. You can just basically, there's also like, okay, so now if you can see, we've got all the files. So basically, I guess Cursor understood us wrong because we already know what the folder structure is. We didn't want these files. The whole point is we don't have the file itself, right? We don't have the files itself, and you don't have to manually go ahead and add these in. All you have to do is just go back again, just copy this folder structure, just go back again, just type it in, and then simply say give me the complete terminal commands to create this folder structure. That's it. It'll just give you the terminal commands, and you can just copy paste them in your terminal, and then it'll automatically create all the folders. Right? Let's go back. Yeah, let's just keep copy pasting these, and then I think we're good, right? Okay, so see, again, this is extra. This is all of these is extra. I didn't ask for this. Why is it giving us all of these? I never asked for these. But let's just stick to these first. Okay, enter, and if you can see, okay, so what it did was it created my app again, and then app. Man, this is what I don't like. You know what, let me just delete this again. I don't want this. I just don't want this, man. I'm just gonna go delete this. No modules. Okay, so let me just reiterate saying, yeah, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that. Let's put this in. This is my current folder structure. Give me the terminal commands for this. Okay, I see that you have created my app again, which is not needed. Give me the commands for my folder structure. All right, again, you need a lot of patience for this, or you just go simply hire a developer, man, if you got the money. But again, the point here is you want to build this with, okay, see, it fucked up again. It fucked up again. Let's copy this, go back, type this in, and now let's say, as you can see, I have my own folder structure attached in the screenshot. So properly help me with the commands. Or you know what, we can just go to Cursor and then say, give me complete terminal commands to create this folder structure. That's it. I think it'll just give proper commands because it already knows how our folder looks like. Okay, okay, I think it fucked up again because see, it says my app. That's not what we need. That's not what we need. Okay, let's go here. Copy the whole prompt again. Oh, I see where the problem is. The problem was actually from my end. If you can see this, that's my app. This is where the problem is. Okay, it was from my end. Harshit dashboard. Now I think it's gonna work. Let's take a screenshot of this, put it back in. As you can see, I have also added a screenshot of my current folder. Enter. Okay. Perfect. I think it's gonna help us properly now. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I think the prompt, see, it's all in the prompt, right? Because as you can see, I've made a mistake in the prompt. Now I've identified it. So yeah, we've already finished this, creating all the TypeScript and all that. So this is basically for navigation. This is for installation. Let's just install it after we've created all of these. Copy these, enter, and then just enter. Done. Boom. Created. And now these, we copy these too. Enter. Boom. Created. This is great. Like look at this. Look at how amazing the whole folder structure is. Calendar, classroom, community, dashboard, error, this, and page, and then fonts was already there. Where's components? Yeah, components, as you can see, it's supposed to be an app itself, right? Okay. There's favicon global this, and let's just refer to the folder structure, the previous folder structure. Okay, it has the same thing again, right? Application. Okay, this was here itself. Okay, but was this in app? Was this in app? Yes, it was an app. I don't know, it just looks weird for some reason, but let's just pretend it's not there. Lib components. So about we don't have it filled, so we just got dashboard filled, and all of this is also not visible. Okay, now I think the folder structure is set. Now we just go to a new page, and now we say I have just created a complete folder structure, and as you can see, I also have dashboard file which I have which is super basic. And if you guys think it's taking a lot of time, trust me, it's just going to take a lot of time for the folder structure, and once that's set, you can build so quickly. All right, which is a basic wireframe of the dashboard. What I need help with is you are going to properly modularize the dashboard file, and then place the appropriate codes in the respective files / folders in the entire code base. Okay, let's just command enter so that it just goes through my entire folder structure. So I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say here is we first have to what is it? So what is this? Create each component, menu.ts, header, but where do these go? Main content. Let's update the dashboard.tsx file to include I think it fucked up again. It's fucked up. Okay, I'll help you modularize the dashboard component and organize it properly in your code. Layout. Okay, so now let's look into what it says. There's layout. Okay, but we don't have layout here, right? Components. Layout. Oh, got it. So in components again, we have to create a layout folder for sidebar, header, and main content. Okay. Sidebar. Okay. Now let me just clarify. I don't need any back end for this now. Okay, just have this dashboard file, which is just a wireframe that my friend built. I want to extract the codes of sidebar, header, and main content from this, and then use that in my code. Okay, now let's see what it does. If you see the output is bad, prompt again with a better prompt. Simple. Okay, now you see what it does. You go to dashboard. Okay, now it did the work. Let's go to dashboard, header, main content, sidebar. Perfect. And then it also created layout. Do we have a layout in this? We don't have a layout, but it did give us a layout. Okay. Okay. Sidebar. But it already has a sidebar, right? I see what the issue is. Basically, is we already have a sidebar, but you see there's a capital letter. The sidebar that it gave is the S is capital and this the S is the lowercase. So you know what? Let's just delete these. Let's just delete these because these were like placeholders, right? These were placeholders. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click on this, create file, and then just apply. That's it, simple. We're just going to apply, we accept. Now again, header, and then just apply. That's it. It just adds, just accept it, and then go to this, create, apply. It generates, as you can see, it's generating, and then accept. So the dashboard, we just can't do that because as you can see, okay, I see the issue again. Okay, this was all supposed to be in this. I see what the issue is. Okay. As you can see, this components is outside. This is not what we wanted. All right, so this whole, okay, and so this is a slight mishap here. Let's just save, let's calm down, let's just save. Now what we can do is, first, let's move this components inside the app. Okay, we can't replace, we don't want to replace, all right, we don't want to replace. You know what, I think we can replace. Let's just delete this for now. Let's just delete this. All right, just move the components back into app, update all the imports. Yes, let's just update the imports. That is fine. This doesn't matter. This just doesn't matter, right? So now we've got components here, we've got dashboard here. Now let's go ahead, do this again. Sidebar, okay. So now I get it because it was just navigating to the previous sidebar. The sidebar doesn't exist, right? So you see what's happening here. We actually got to create this again, but not an issue. Or what we can do is just copy the prompt, go to the next one, just create it again so that it creates the whole files again. All right. All right. So now if we just click on this, it's going to create the file exactly in this dashboard. All right. So now sidebar, it's still doing this. All right, anyways, you know what, let's just drag and drop it in this.